Okay, we're supposed to start at 10, so we still have a few seconds to see if anybody else joins. Daniel, if you can hear me, type something so I know that you are there. Holly, hi. There is a few more people coming, which is great. Give it one more minute to see if anybody else comes on. Can you hear me okay? Thomas, hi. Just out of curiosity, guys, before we start the presentation, are you the students or parents? It would be super helpful to know if you can type in the chat box. That will help me to address it if you have any questions as a student or as parents of the future students. Let's see if anybody comes in. We're going to start. I'll tell you more about apprenticeships. So my name is Anya Kondera, and I'm working for the apprenticeship team, for the business development team at Wiltshire College. We help students find the right courses for them, and we help businesses to find the right employees and the apprentices. So I can see there are some students. Holly, Thomas, thanks for typing in. Great. I'm going to give you some answers, and I'm going to tell you more about apprenticeships and what it means for the student if you are interested to do an apprenticeship. So let me start by telling you what we're going to cover. So we're going to cover what is an apprenticeship, what are the different benefits of the apprenticeships, what are the different types of the apprenticeships, and what does the apprenticeship work looks like, and how to apply for it. So I wonder if this is gonna work. I'm gonna do some quizzes as we go along. So let's see if you can answer this one. Can you answer? Can you see the questions or not yet? Can you answer this one? What jobs can you get as an apprentice? I'm not sure if it works for you guys. Type in if you can answer. Great. So type as many as you think is correct. So let's see what we've got. So you can have an apprentice bricklayer. Yes. You can have apprentice gardener. You can have apprentice car mechanic. Now, not many of you clicked team supervisor, teaching assistant, charter manager, social media content creator, project manager. In fact, you can have those jobs as well. So we have loads of different apprenticeships. So you might have heard about the different trades, and yes, you know, there are definitely some apprenticeships that are more popular than others, but there are definitely some apprenticeships that are on higher managerial roles as well. So I'm going to tell you more about it. So what are the benefits of an apprenticeship? You can actually earn while you're training. You can gain specific skills. You can learn as you work alongside the experienced staff. So you're not going to just learn from the academic team, not just the theoretical knowledge, but you're actually going to get the knowledge from people who work in the industry. And the new apprenticeships have been designed by people who are working in the industries. And you get recognized qualifications. So depending on the level of the apprenticeship that you pick, you actually get a qualification that is equivalent either to GCSEs or A levels, or even higher levels. You get paid holidays, so you are actually treated like any other employee, and you can progress to university. So let me ask you another question. If I manage to find the right quiz, let me see. So what is the highest level of apprenticeship at Wiltshire College? Let me see if you can guess. So would it be level 3, which is equivalent to 2 A levels? Would it be level 4, which is equivalent to a foundation degree? Do you think we have level 6, which is degree level, or do you think we do level 7, which is master's? Right, so what could be the highest level? What do you think? I'll give you extra 2 seconds. Right. So, guys, you said level 4, somebody said level 6. In fact, it is level 6, so it's the degree level that we deliver here at Wiltshire College. There is level 7, so you can go as high as master's level with apprenticeships. We deliver at degree level, so that's the highest level. But before you get to level 6, obviously, you need to go through the lower training as well. So you can start at level 2. This is completely entry level. You don't need to have a lot of information. You don't have to have a lot of background knowledge. You can jump on level 2 without knowing much about the subject, and you will learn on the job. Advanced level 3, this is for somebody who either done a full-time or part-time course, or maybe worked in the industry a little bit, has got a little bit of a background. And then you can go to the higher level, so level 4, level 5, level 6, so equivalent to foundation degree, equivalent to degree level. This is something that you normally do after you've done your advanced apprenticeship, or after you've done some full-time course on level 3. But you can go from the very basic and progress all the way up. So it gives you a great opportunity to build your skills, your knowledge as you work in. So what different courses we have? So there is construction plan maintenance, there is land-based service engineer technician, horticulture and landscape operative. So you probably have heard of some of those. If you have in mind any specific course that you were interested in, you can type it in the chat box and I can cover more information about it. I'll tell you what we have. So there are also apprenticeships in business and IT, and this is a very exciting area for us as well. So there is customer service, you have marketing assistant, you have business administrator, HR, team leader, supervisor. There is associate project manager. This is becoming more popular. IT, so if you are interested in computers, chartered manager. So this is our degree apprenticeship. This is at level 6. Unified communications technician, digital and technology solutions professional, accounts is there. So if you are interested in finance, you can also do it. And then you have professional taxation technician. So this is the higher level. Agriculture. Holly is interested in agriculture. Fantastic. So yeah, this is one of our very popular apprenticeships. It comes under land-based. Agriculture apprenticeship is delivered in our beautiful Lackham campus. I'm not sure if you've been there, Holly. It's really developed at the moment, so there's a lot of money being pumped into that campus. It's got beautiful grounds, big dairy unit with the robotic dairy, so millions of pounds that are invested to create the space that is going to be great for you guys to learn. Agricultural apprenticeship is delivered as a day release. So different apprenticeships are delivered in a different way. Some of them you might be able to do only in the workplace. Some of them you need to come to college for a block of classes. So for example, land-based service engineer, you will come for 2 weeks at the time. You either stay at campus or you can commute. When it comes to agriculture, this is delivered as a day release. So currently we deliver on Mondays. Every Monday, term times only, you come to college and you do some learning. You meet with your peers, obviously when there is no corona blocking us. You have great teachers, so we have lecturers that give you the classes during those Mondays, and you cover some of the theory, but also you come to our home farm. So we have home farm at Lackham, so you go there and you can use those amazing facilities that we have there to actually do some practical things as well. So you will practically learn when you're at college, and then the rest of the days you are at work. Obviously, you have some time off as well. Normally, it's weekends. With farms, sometimes it's more flexible, but you will find an employer. We can help you to find an employer on a farm, whether it's, dairy farm, sheep, beef. There are different options with agriculture. And you spend the rest of the week with them working and you're getting paid. So it might be a good time to ask you another question, just so you don't fall asleep before we finish. So what you guys think is the minimum wage for an apprentice? So what is the minimum you can earn? So there is one answer, nothing. It is just experience building. The second answer is whatever the employer is willing to pay. Then we have £3.70 an hour or £4.15 an hour. What do you think? All right. So some of you said £3.70. Some of you said £4.15. So I see that you might have done your research. If you said £3.70, you're close. This is what it was last year. It actually changed, and now it's £4.15. Which is great. So this is the minimum wage that your employer has to pay you. You are employed, you are getting paid because you're working ultimately. So what do you think is the maximum pay? Let's see if you know what is the maximum pay you can earn as an apprentice. So would it be £4.15? Would it be national minimum living wage that is a maximum? Or maybe there is no upper limit? What do you think? So national minimum wage, somebody is saying, and we had few people giving different answers. Let's see. All right. So guys, actually, there is no upper limit. So although there are some employers that will pay £4.15, the good news for you is that most of the employers go above that rate. So you are most likely going to be paid a little bit more, whether it's going to be £4.50 or £7. It can vary from employer to employer, but it leaves you the room for negotiations. And you can't go to your boss and ask for more money, and you can find jobs. Actually, we do advertise jobs all the time that are paid much more. So we have quite well paid apprenticeships, which is great news for you, obviously. So somebody asked about construction plant maintenance. Again, that's a land-based course. We deliver it at Lackham, and this is a block release. So you come to college for blocks of 2 weeks at a time, and you learn. It's quite intensive learning, and excuse me, and then the rest of the time in between those blocks you spend with your employer. So let me just cover some of the other areas. So with the construction plant as well, you're using the facilities, and that 2 weeks time that you have at college, you will have both theory and practice. So we have a lot of machinery that you're working on. You're going to take it apart. You're going to put it back together. You're going to learn about the engines, about gears, and all that different stuff. So it prepares you for your job. But also when you are at the workplace, you're doing the same thing. So you're shadowing the people that you're working for. And there are different options for construction plant. You are best off just looking up different companies that offer those businesses, and you can approach them to ask about apprenticeship opportunities. I'm going to come back to how to apply for apprenticeships. So we've been talking about the business and IT apprenticeships. So we have all those different courses. There is also construction and trades. So that's a very popular apprenticeship route. Installation, electrician, plumbing, carpentry, you probably know. Bricklayer is obviously there. You probably heard about those. So obviously we offer all these. We do have creative apprenticeships as well. There is quite exciting content producer. So junior content producer and also cultural learning is there. Engineering apprenticeships are there. So you have general welder, you have lean manufacturing, engineering fitter, all this, and we have great facilities in Chippenham for that, and a great team of people. Then there is hair and beauty, so hair professional and advanced hair professional, so 2 different levels. And health and social care, this is becoming more and more popular. So adult care, lead practitioner, lead in other care, children and young people, families, youth worker, that's also offered. Hospitality and catering, very good areas. So chef, if you want to become a chef, or hospitality supervisor, these are the apprenticeships to look at. Motor vehicle, so we have light and heavy vehicle apprenticeships available. And health and science is there. So we have the personal trainer, we have science manufacturing, laboratory technician, healthcare support worker as well. So if you have questions about any of those, you can either email us, call us, leave comments in the chat box. We can send you more information, no problem. So how does it work? So you're developing a skills portfolio. You are gaining experience while you're working, and you're working with the assessor that comes to the workplace, as well as with the teachers at college if you have classes at college. There is endpoint assessment as well, and you need to have a good level of English and maths. So let me just go through it, how it works. So those 3 elements, the competence, the skills, and then the behaviors are very important. So you're building the knowledge by working on assignments. It might be theoretical knowledge that you do at college, or it might be something you work on individually in the workplace. You have access to online resources. So a lot of the time, you're going to be based online. You're going to do some online learning. Sometimes you might be asked to come to college. So there is a bit of this theory, but in general, apprenticeships are quite applicable. It's quite vocational. So a lot of it is practical skills. So there's a lot of shadowing. There's a lot of observations in the workplace. and practical assignments that you're going to be doing. So that helps you to build the portfolio of evidence that prepares you for the endpoint assessment. So at the end of your apprenticeship, you're going to be examined by the external body, by the external endpoint assessor, who is going to check if you learned enough to get the qualification. And we have above average achievement rate. Most of our people achieve and they pass, and they can progress to the next apprenticeship, or they can get, full-time job, stay in their job, or move on to a different place. When it comes to maths and English, we do ask you to provide us with your GCSEs in maths and English to see if you're going to be coping okay, because there is always element of maths and English. But if your GCSE or equivalent is not at the right level, which would be grade C or above, don't worry too much about it. If you have the right attitude and the employers like you, they want to hire you, you can still join apprenticeship program, but we will ask you to do functional skills in maths and English. So we can give you that support. So it doesn't rule you out if your maths and English is a little bit lower, no problem. You can do it alongside your apprenticeship. So let's talk about how to apply for apprenticeships. There are a few ways that you give you the chance to get an apprenticeship. The best way is to be proactive. So just think, what job would you like to have, and Google it. Just go in and Google, for example, farm in Devizes or farm in Wiltshire, and you're going to find so many different employers that are out there, and just check them out. If it's possible to knock on their door and have a chat, great. If you don't have a chance to go around physically, a lot of the times you can find information online. You can give them a call. Employers really like proactive students. They want to see you, going into them, asking. And even if there are no job offers advertised, I would encourage you to have that conversation and come forward and say, look, I'm really passionate about construction, plant maintenance. Could I do an apprenticeship with you? And a lot of the time, leaving that CV with them and having that conversation will allow you to join the team. There is also a way to apply via our website. So you can come to Wiltshire College and University website. If you go to apprenticeship tab at the top, you will see there are going to be advertised vacancies. You can also go to the government website for apprenticeships, so the National Apprenticeship Services. All the different apprenticeships are advertised there, so you will see our offer, but you will also see the offer for the other providers. So you can search in the search box, you can put agriculture or you can put plant maintenance, and it's going to come up with all the results in your area, so you can establish which distance you're willing to travel, and it's going to bring up all the different apprenticeships available. So that's basically the two different ways. So National Apprenticeship Services and apprenticeships at Wiltshire College. And what are your next steps? So you can contact us. We are available on apprenticeships@wiltshire.ac.uk. There is a number that you can call. You can contact me. My name is Ania Condera. I can type my name here so you know how to spell it. If you have any questions, you can email me. I'm going to put my email in the chat box. But don't be afraid to give us a call if you have any other questions. You can create an account. You can actually apply for the courses. So with agriculture, with construction plant, these are starting in September. There are some courses that start throughout the year, and there are some courses which start in January. So rather than assuming there is only start in September, write to us, because you might be able to join earlier. And you can apply earlier. And if you decide, to go with something else, it doesn't matter. It's better to apply earlier and actually secure that place. And then we know that we need to, have the resources to have this many students. So I would encourage you to register, drop us an email so we keep you in mind when looking for employers. So yeah, that's what I'm going to finish on, is basically if you feel like you found the right area, then apply now. If you feel like you have more questions, if you are unsure which program is good for you, maybe you are thinking between one area or another, then just give me a shout. So you have another 10 minutes or so with me. If there are any questions, please type it in. There are no wrong questions. I'm here, so you might as well use this opportunity. If you are wondering, what other jobs are there, what is the weirdest place we've seen people hired at, or anything that comes to your mind about apprenticeships, then please type it in the chat box, and I'm gonna answer as best as I can, I guess. Don't be shy. Otherwise, I'll just end up talking to myself. So is there any other questions that might be in your mind? No? Well, guys, if you have all the answers that you need, then I'm going to leave you with it. And as I said, you can contact me on my email. You can use the contact details for apprenticeship team. Myself or one of my colleagues will be very happy to give you more information. So I'm going to close this session, and I hope you have a great weekend. There is another session at 11:30. So if you missed any of it, or if you enjoyed it so much that you want to see more of me, then please hop back on it. We're going to have other open events as well, digital open events. Hopefully we're going to go back to the physical open events soon. But yeah, we are here to help if you need anything else. All right, take care. Bye.